Hello, my name is Chris, and in this quick video I'm going to show you how to install Artifactory on Windows 10 64-bit running as a service. The first thing that we'll need to do is download the latest version of Java. Click on Java C. We want to download the JDK. Accept the license. Grab the 64-bit Windows version. We're going to save it to the desktop. Okay, now that it's downloaded, we will minimize our web browser and start the installer for Java. I like to change the default folder so that it installs right off the root of the C drive, so it's easy for me to find. So click the change button. For this part, you can just click next. And now the JDK is installed. In order for Artifactory to run, however, you need to set a system environment variable called Java Home. If you right click on the Start button, we'll go into System. We're going to Advanced System Settings. We're going to Environment Variables. And in this bottom section here, where it says System Variables, we're going to add a new one. We're going to call it Java_Home in all capital letters. Then you click this Browse Directory button. And it is the directory that we installed Java in. Now we're going to go download Artifactory open source. So we're going to go to JFrog's website. We're going to click on this open source link up here. Then we're going to click this link here to download the latest zip version. And I'm going to save this to my desktop. Okay, now that it's finished downloading, we're going to minimize our browser. Double click the zip file. And we're going to extract this to the root of C. Okay, and now we're done with this zip file. We can throw this in a trash also. We're going to open up an administrative command prompt. And we're going to go into the artifact directory. We're going to go into the bin directory. And we're going to run this batch file, artifactory.bat. And what you'll see is that it found our Java, and it's going to go through its startup process. I'm going to click the Allow Access to go through our firewall. Okay, we can see that Artifactory started. If you scroll back through the log messages here to the very top, you'll see that it started on TCP port 8081. So we can open our web browser now and navigate. We can now navigate to that port, and we should see Artifactory. And you can see that it's in fact running. Now we want to run it as a service, so there's a few extra steps we need to take. So for now, we're just going to close this tab. We're going to go back into command prompt, and we're going to press Control-C to stop Artifactory from running. Now, normally you would type install service, and it'll tell you that Artifactory is installed. But what you'll notice is that if you try to start it, it won't start. You'll get this error message. This is because Artifactory comes with an old version of Commons daemon that does not appear to be compatible with Windows 10. So what we're going to do is uninstall the service. and we're going to go grab a new copy of Commons Daemon. So to grab the new version, you're going to go to commons.apache.org/daemon. You're going to go into the native binaries link here. We're going to click on the binaries link here. You're going to go into the Windows folder. Then we're going to grab this zip file here. And we will save this to our desktop. Okay, now we're going to minimize this. If you launch Explorer from this directory, then I'm going to open the file that we downloaded. I'm going to go into the AMD64 directory, that's for 64-bit Windows. And you're going to copy this prun srv.exe into this directory here. So what you'll notice is if you do properties on prunserve.exe and you go into the details tab, you can see that this is Commons Daemon Service Runner. Original file name is prunserve.exe and the version is 10.15. If you do properties on Artifactory service and then click on the details tab, you'll see that the original file name is the same, prunserve.exe, and you'll notice the file version is a little bit older, 10.11. So what we're going to do is we're going to rename this to .old. And then we're going to rename our new one to Artifactory-Service. Okay, now we can close these windows. So now we're going to install the service again. And now we're going to try to start it. And you'll see that it starts this time. So we'll go back to our browser. And Artifactory is now running as a service. From here, you'd go through the wizard and you'd configure Artifactory to how you'd like to use it. Thank you.